All right, Chattanooga, welcome back to what's happening in your neck of the woods. I'm so excited to be here today. It is a lovely day outside, as our preview said. It is a lovely day. The highs are going to get up to the 77 degrees, I believe. And there is so much going on in Chattanooga and around the tri-state area. We got the Cornbread Festival going on down in South Pittsburgh. Plan to get down there today. We also have the Seafood Festival, a carnival going on at Coolidge Park. I've already got reviews from that. I heard the food is delicious. You all need to make your way to one of those nice events that's going on in Chattanooga. You know, Chattanooga is an awesome place to live. We have so many different cultural experiences here going on throughout the week and throughout the weekend and throughout the month and the year that you just cannot say that this is not a great place to live. So kudos to all of the folk who are putting on these great events and giving our tourists some great stuff to do while they're here. I want to definitely give a shout out to some people who are doing some great things in Chattanooga, and they're one of WPTP's sponsors, and that is Secure Kevents. Secure Kevents is an amazing event organization hosting events all throughout the city of Chattanooga. And yes, they're using our event hall here at Alton Park Development Corporation, which is the Chattanooga Civic Center at Mountainside. We have an amazing event hall that in a minute we're going to give you all some shots of that. But Secure Event, they were supposed to be here today, but I understand that one of the persons who is part of the Secure Event, one of the owners, had a situation at his home today. A tree fell on the house and two of his cars. So we are in prayer with Mr. Robinson now as he works through those events. We will have them on the show to talk about this great event that's happening in Chattanooga. And I'm so proud to talk about it. The Choo Choo City DJ competition, which starts or will be June the 17th from 6 p.m. to 12 in the morning. The doors open at 5, and I think the event starts at 6 o'clock. And somewhere around 9 or 10 o'clock, they're going to break off into an after party. So you all get those tickets early because if you get the tickets early, you get to save about $5. The tickets are $25 if you're a student. You must show your student ID, and $30 if you're not a student, and that's early bird tickets. So on the day of the event, the tickets go up to $40 at the door. And I believe $60 on the day of the events for students and I think regular people if you're not a student. But it's gonna be awesome. I have never been to a DJ competition, but I understand that this DJ competition is gonna be out of this world. It's gonna be hosted at the Chattanooga Convention Center downtown, and we are all excited and geared up and ready to go to this amazing event. We've just got a lot of stuff going on. You all ought to be proud to live here in Chattanooga because we have so much to do for everybody. And next weekend, we've got an event. Let me see. I got tickets here for the Hilly versus Bravo ABF Intercontinental Lightweight title fight. And I've got my tickets already. It's going to also be hosted at the Chattanooga Convention Center on May the 6th. And general admission is $40. The doors open at 5 p.m. also. Live professional boxing. And I love boxing. You know, wrestling is different. I don't too much care for wrestling, but I care and love boxing. So I'm going to be there. One of our own homies is going to be one of the persons fighting in one of those fights that night. And we want to give a kudos to him. He will be boxing. I think he's working on his weight now. Mr. Bullock, who's here in Chattanooga. And I just love him to death. We need to be there to give him support for his fight that's going on. But this is going to be a big fight, and I'm really excited about it. It's a title fight. It's a lightweight title fight. So whoever wins this will go home with the belt. So you all come on out on May the 6th for that. And don't forget June the 17th is going to be the DJ competition sponsored by Secure Event. And they will be on hopefully next weekend, if not the weekend after. We got to get them rescheduled. But to Cheryl and Kevin, who are, I know, two of the owners of Secure Event, my heart is out, goes out to you all today, because I know you all are dealing with the issue of the tree. Nature don't play, but I'm sure you all have insurance and y'all going to take care of that very quickly. Um, but I just want to take a moment. I came on today not only to give a Secure Convent the mic, but I also want to just give you all an update on what's happening with Autumn Park Development Corporation. We do have a board that is established, and the board makes the decisions. I'm just the president. I have a board of very intelligent people. We have advisors on the board. We have two attorneys. We have a accountant who is very knowledgeable, have done accounting for nonprofit organizations for decades. That's also a part of our board. And we have our pastor, Bishop Kevin Adams, who's also an advisor to our board, and my pastor, who's also a part of what we do every day at Greater Emmanuel Apostolic Church. So we're very blessed to have these people there to advise us and to help guide us. But we just have a whole village of people that supports Autumn Park Development Corporation and what we stand for and what we've always stood for, which is helping the community and mankind and being of service to people, especially in the areas that where they need an economic help, housing, even in our with our youth, and all of those things that mean the most to people. We are very proud to be in partnership to some degree with American Legion. They are a part of our tenants here, and they are just some phenomenal people helping with the veterans and with children. And so kudos to them every day for what they do. So if they're having a fish fry or barbecue or whatever they're doing, you all come on out and support the veterans and buy a plate or buy a sandwich and support them because we truly believe in their mission as well. And we're very excited to say that the women of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, a Pi Omega chapter here in Chattanooga, have also signed off on their agreement with us, and they will also be a part of delivering services and service to mankind in this community and outside of this community, not just Alton Park and Emma Willer Homes, but also in the surrounding areas as they always have done. I've been in the sorority for more than 3 decades, and I tell you, it's a great sisterhood. And I just love the fact that they will be coming into this community to spread the love and the wisdom and knowledge that they have and support to all the folk, women and children in particular, but people in general that need help. So thank you to our bachelors, our president, Soror Latrice Curry, for being I call it the light that led the way with that. You all know Alpha Kappa Alpha women, we're very strong, independent thinking, minded thinking women, and very strong women and very intelligent women. So we look over everything. So I want to thank you and our attorneys, our legal team that are also members of Alpha Kappa Alpha for looking over everything on the contract, um, and to help us sort through all the things that could be a problem, and on as far as liability is concerned. But anyway, we got through all of that, and they now have a spot here at Autumn Park Development Corporation. They have their own room, and they'll be doing lots of stuff for Chattanooga. And I'm just very proud to be a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority. Um, an update. Another update, other than our board coming together, we have a fantastic board, is what has Autumn Park Development Corporation did with $450,000. You all say that's a lot of money, and it is a lot of money. And I'm not going to say that it's not. And we are very blessed. And I always say I thank the men and women of the Hamilton County Board of Commissioners for blessing this community with some money that would keep this building protected from the elements, because that's where majority of the money went. We spent close to $200,000 on putting in a new central air and heating system. This building was built in '68, before the height of the civil rights. Well, during the height of the civil rights movement, and they didn't have central air and heat, and they had chillers, and the chillers were not working. And so we were cold in the winter, and we were hot in the summer. So we use a lot of fans and things like that, and units throughout scattered throughout the building to keep warm and to keep cool. But thanks to the $450,000, every part of this building now has heating and air. We have split units in the individual rooms that can be controlled manually with a remote. Um, and in our big assembly area, which is our event hall and our commercial kitchen area and our community area where our bar is, and the rooms in the middle of the building, that is controlled by central air and heat. And the venting system is just amazing. I want to thank Integrity Heating and Air for doing such an amazing job with getting our heating and air system up and running, and putting in and installing new heating and air. Uh, all of our heating and air systems, they're all protected. We have gates, whatever they call them, cages over them, because you can't rule out the fact that people still go around stealing copper from heating and air system, and the government has spent a lot of money on making sure that this facility has heating and air conditioning. So we wanted to protect that investment. So we thank them for installing those. I also want to thank Mr. Dunn Grant and his company for taking care of our heating, our roofing. I'm sorry, our roofing. If you've been a part of Autumn Park Development Corporation of any length of time, you would know that when you came in the building, sometimes you have to put an umbrella up because it rained so much inside the building when it was raining outside the building. But we want to thank Dunn Grant Roofing for protecting us from the elements with our roof. We thank you so very much. You did an amazing job with that. And I also want to thank Gilcast Properties. They did an amazing job with the build out area with our bar. We have what we call a customized bar in our event hall, and everybody just raves over that bar. It is beautiful. I want to thank them for doing an amazing job with that. And I would be remiss if I didn't thank River City Electric for updating our electrical components in the building, and also changing out the fluorescent lights and putting in LED lights in the major portions of the building. Like I said, we only had $450,000, y'all, so that don't go a long way. But we have did some serious upgrades to this building, which makes it safer. We also now have keyless entry locks on the door because the building was, like I said, these locks were placed in 1963, and some of the doors, the keys didn't work, so we had to change the locks out, and we have keyless entry. So I want to thank Vivid services. Of course, we had to pay them too, but we do have nice locks on the doors and camera systems throughout the building. So I want to thank them. It's great to be able to turn your phone on and click on Vivid and see your building and see what's going on. So we're very excited about the security factor here. We're very excited about everybody who's been involved. We have some things that we want to show you all. I think we have our marketing director who's going through the building and just kind of give you all an idea of some of the stuff you had to see it before to appreciate today. So is Michael ready? Is he Michael, where are you, Michael? Okay,
Hey, Dr.
Michael is
Woods.
in our event hall right now. As you all can see, the beautiful LED chandeliers that are in our event hall. We have a stage. If you can, yeah, we have a beautiful stage. A lot of people have performed on that stage there. I'm talking about the full band has performed on that stage. We have a VIP room behind the stage. It's a whole room. So if a band comes or if you're doing a big performance here, a fashion show or whatever, we have a dress room. It's a huge room in the back of that stage. And here is the big bar area that we are really proud of. We have built this area out. As you can see, the beautiful bar to serve the people right here. Thanks to Gilcast Property for that. This is our big community room. And so when you book an event here, you can set your tables up. We have tables and all that stuff and set your food on it. We have the pool table area over there if you want to come and shoot some pool or play some games. We have that too for the community because our goal is to bring the community here and bring us together and allow our kids to also be mentored with some adults and to share some good times with them here. So we have our pool tables here and our games here. And I know if you notice on the wall, there are some outlets that were installed by River City Electric. That's because our goal is to also put the big screen TVs throughout the event hall area so that when you're here and you're doing any type of event, people will be able to see what's going on no matter where they are in the studio or in the event hall. You can see that the curtains over there that overlook our playground and our other 8 acres of land that we have been blessed with. You can go walk over there and look out the window. You'll see the playground and the wooded area that we want to develop. We're gonna have a lot of fundraising, and I'll be telling you about the fundraiser because we really wanted, needed really $2.5 to $3 million to do the event. And this money came down from COVID, the American Rescue Plan money, and we were able to put it in to this building. We have new flooring. If you look over there in the community bar area, we have new flooring. The flooring is immaculate throughout this facility. You can see the old, I guess they're not lockers, but they're cubbies where the kids used to hang up their coats. So we have a lot of history here throughout this building, and we have not touched the history because it is historical. It was built in 1963, like I said earlier, at the height of the civil rights movement for Black children only. And everyone that comes in this facility, all of our engineers, folks that are working and doing great work, say this building was built way ahead of its time. And I'm going to give him a few moments because he said he was going to walk through to the thrift store because we have a thrift store. And I will announce that on Saturdays, we are open starting next Saturday because we wanted to get some of the restoration throughout the building done and you all wouldn't be in the way or get injured. So if it's God will, next Saturday we'll be open from 9 to 6 every Saturday, and on Sunday from 1 to 6. Again, Saturday starting May the 6th from 9 to 6. I'm sorry, yes, from 9 to 6 in the morning, and on Sunday from 1 to 6. I'm very proud to announce that the American Legion will have a corner in the thrift store that's free for veterans and their family. So this is our thrift store. Y'all, we have some of everything in there. And I want to give thanks and kudos to the folks that came and helped to not only paint, but you can see the new lighting in there. Those are the LED lights in there. They were fluorescent bulbs, but we have clothing, we have furniture in this store, we have shoes, pocketbooks, kitchen supplies, appliances, bed, all kinds of furniture. And we just got to give it to you for something. So we want you all to come out and support the thrift store, because when you come out and buy from the thrift store, that money is being used to support you right back again. Every dollar that you spend in our thrift store, you'll get a receipt for it, and you can write that off because we are a 501c3 nonprofit organization. That means when you give to this radio station, when you rent out our event hall, when you come and shop in the thrift store, any money that you give, you will get a receipt and you can give that to your accountant and you can write that off. Again, we are a 501c3 nonprofit. We are licensed through the IRS, and we are also in compliance with the Secretary of State, Trey Hargard, which allows us to solicitate and gain. That means to raise money, and whatever we have to do. So we will be having a lot of fundraisers, y'all. What is the fundraisers for? Well, this facility is used for you. We're entertaining a lot of people that want to come into this facility and be a part of it through their programs. So I'll tell you more about that as that becomes a little bit more concrete. But we have lights and we have water, we have sewage, we have taxes, we have the bills that allow us to come on live, this radio station. There's bills associated with everything in this building so that you can enjoy and have a place to come, and that businesses can come on this radio station and talk about what they're doing in the city so that our kids can come in here. I didn't show you the whole building, but we have a computer center. We have a computer center here. We have a Mercy Dental Clinic here that I operate here. So we just have a lot of things. We have a whole library, which is wonderful. When have kids read books? Everybody's on the internet and on the computer, but when have our kids read books? We have a book that has some of the classic books that were around in the 50s and 60s for your kids to come in and read. And parents, it'd be nice if you would come in and read with your kids or sit down and let them read to you. So we just got a lot of stuff going on in Alton Park Development Corporation's headquarters, which is now the Chattanooga Civic Center at Mountainside. And we just have to give back because God blessed us with this building. And I tell people all the time, it's not for me, you know, it's for you. And maybe it is for me because when you do what God asks you to do, you always get blessed in return. So I want to thank everybody that has had a part in anything to do with making this organization the organization it is today. That's from Autumn Park Development Corporation from 1998 all the way up to Autumn Park Development Corporation in 2023. Whether it's been the radio station, which I founded and I'm the CEO of, but now it belongs to you, the community. Whether it's this building, maybe you had a part in the building. I don't know, but I bidded on it, and my friends laugh at me because I always give the testimony, but it just gives me chills when I think about a multi-million dollar building being granted to this community through me through an auction for $1. That ain't nothing but God, nothing but the Lord. And we have to give the Lord credit and thank Him every opportunity that we can, publicly, privately, whether you're doing it in a prayer, we have to give Him all the praises. Lest any man brag or boast about what they've done. So all the praises, everything goes back to the Lord Almighty. And if you were used to do something, then God uses us as vessels all the time so that His will can be done. So if you have had a part in this radio station, if you have had a part in the building in terms of uh, the build out, the restoration, the thrift store, the computer center, EPB. Thank you, thank you, thank you, because EPB has afforded this community. That means all of Chattanooga, but specifically this community which socioeconomically, um, thrives every day to be better. But there are times when these communities don't have access to the internet, or if they do have access to the internet, they don't have a computer. So we have been blessed with computers from EPB, and we have been blessed with the internet to provide the internet services for anybody that needs access to the internet. Come here. Come here to Autumn Park Development Corporation. Make this your place to do your projects. Make this your place to do your homework. Make this your place that you call home away from home, because there's something to do here. That's what I want to talk about today. It's the blessing that we have here at Autumn Park Development Corporation. And I feel honored to be leading Autumn Park Development Corporation, but there were many before me. So I have to give tribute to all of the previous presidents, from Mr. George Calhoun to, oh, that's a computer room. Yes, the computer room. This computer room is sponsored by EPB. Thank you all. You all not only gave us all of those computers, which you all gave us a total of 20 for this whole building and that computer room, but you wired this whole building, 48,000 square feet, for the community, not for the organization, but for the people, the children, and those who need to have access to a computer and the internet. We have to give you kudos for that. Our phone services, we have to give you kudos to that. If you need to use the telephone, you don't have a telephone, you can come over here and use our phone. They gave us the phones too. They just updated the phone. They're updating every time they have an update, because we're in digital technology. They come and do it. They come and do it. And it's through this grant that Autumn Park Development Corporation can serve you. So we thank you, EPB, because you all know how much the internet costs. And we have 48,000 square feet of space. And the people in this community acknowledges it. They thank you for it. Our little children thank you for it. They mamas and daddies thank you for it. We need that kind of support, not just with the internet and our computer system here, but we need it everywhere. So book your events here at our event hall. Come and shop at our thrift store. It's a real thrift store. I want to thank you all that have shopped here before. Thank you for coming and shopping. That $1 item or that $5 item, whatever you bought. Whatever you bought. Now, this is the library. This is our library, y'all. I'm so proud of this library. It really has tables and chairs where you could come in here and sit down and read some books, some classic books, some good old fashioned nursery rhyme type books. Look at those little chairs for the babies. We got the chairs for the babies. We got the chairs for the adults. Y'all, we have even encyclopedias. When have you seen encyclopedias? We've got it all right here at Autumn Park Development Corporation. This building is historic, and we are working, and we will continue to work with our state representative. That's Yusuf Hakeem. He's our state House representative, our state senator, Senator Gardenhauer, our U.S. Congressman, U.S. Congressman Fleischman. I am talking to all of them, and they too thank you for supporting. They are in support of what we're doing. This is their district. That's why I call them out by name. This is their district. They serve this community, and they have been nothing but cooperative. Their staff is very delightful. I have sent emails to them. They're going to be a part of what we do here. So I thank them. I thank them for receiving my calls and for answering. We're still working on some stuff. We want to develop the 8 acres of land. If we don't put nothing but 2 tiny houses on there, somebody will have a house to come home to. So I thank them for everything that they're doing. We're going to continue to apply for grants. I understand that there are some more dollars, in the city. We didn't get any the first time, but we're going to apply again. I'm going to be calling them. So just know, if you all have any connection anywhere, that please pass our name on, because we're trying to do a goodwill for the people in this city and in this county. And so if you want my phone number is an open book phone number, 423-331-8878. And if you want to call in to the radio station, it's 423-713-7614. And we have all types of ways that you can contact us. We have an email, WPTP1001FM.com, if you want to send a message to us. We have people ready, standing by to receive those emails. We have websites, WPTP. I'm sorry, it's WPTP1001FM at gmail.com. And our website is WPTP1001FM.com for the radio station. Now, for our nonprofit, which is the mother organization over all of these little entities that we just talked about, is Autumn Park Development Corporation. And that website is apdc98.org. You can give to us by going to that website and clicking on give or donate. You can also give by just dropping a check in the mail. But most importantly, we want you to give. If you have a credit card, a debit card, however way you pay, go online and just, send us $5, $10, $25. Maybe you got $25,000. I don't know what you have, but we will be blessed by it. And you can write it off, because I said we are a nonprofit organization. And so we take care of you because you take care of us. And that's how it goes. It's not one-sided. So we thank you all. We will be having some fundraising. We're going to have a father-daughter ball, a father-daughter dance. We've got some other things coming up, more toward the fall and winter, some more balls. And some more things that as we go along, we'll talk about it. We got a board meeting tomorrow, so we will nail these dates down. We're going to have a Who's Got the Best Barbecue Cook-Off coming up soon here this summer. I will get you the exact date. We're working on getting the vendors who want to participate out here on our field. If you think you got the best barbecue, then come on out. We'll have judges to judge. The folks that are tasting your barbecue will submit your name as the best choice, and then we will vote, and we have prizes for the winner. We got trophies and those kinds of things that we will be giving out to the best barbecue in town. So you all keep your eyes out on that. The father-daughter ball, the best barbecue in town event. And there's some rumbling about doing a raffle for a car or a house. So we'll nail that down this Sunday. So we're just doing the thing, trying to, in a blessing to you, also take care of our business here for you. That's business. Taking care of your business so you can take care of other people. And that's what we do. Is there anything else, my engineers, y'all? If I've left off anything, I want to thank our engineers for doing what they do every day to make it possible for us to air on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. And that is Dr. Michael Slyman, who is our marketing director, who handles all of our virtual things and all of our Facebook, social media. He's the man with the plan for that. I want to also thank Mr. Gil Weidman for doing our programming. He makes sure the music gets on, so all that good smooth jazz and all that good stuff in our not commercials, our promotions from our donors. He is the person that does that. We want to give a kudos and a shout out to him because you all know if you don't have a programmer, you ain't gonna hear nothing. Okay, so we thank you, Gil, for what you do there with the radio station. And then also our newest engineer, who is just a engineer, computer tech guru person, which is Robin Rose. It's such a wonderful feeling to have young people working with your organization. he can pick up a book and catch on and figure out stuff that we old people, I call us old now. We old. When you get past 50, you old. We old people have to go to college for to learn. He can read it and go on YouTube and see what they do on YouTube and figure it out and come back and tell us in 5 minutes. So we thank you, Mr. Robin Rose, for agreeing to come on and work on board with us here at WPTP Radio. And I would be remiss if I didn't thank my board that they keep me whipped and in line because you all know, as they say sometimes, Dr. Woods, will you just stop for a minute and let us get a word in edgewise? So I want to thank my sidekick, Vice President Cassandra Weidman, for being such a gracious vice president and awesome leader. It's great to work with her. And I thank you, Cassandra, for what you're doing as well. And all of our board members, we got a lot of them. We're gonna introduce them because we're gonna bring them on the radio so you all can see who's behind making sure this stuff get done right. And of course, we have to thank our our attorneys and our accountants for making sure the books are right and that we don't get in any legal trouble. And our minister, Bishop Kevin Adams and Pastor Warfield, for correcting us and making sure that we stay on God's track and not get off on our own track. So we thank them for keeping us covered in blessings that they bestow upon us through their prayer. And any other minister that want to pray for us, we thank you. Pastor Alfred Johnson, if you're out there, we still love you. We'll always love you for what you did for Alden Park. You gave us one of the best blessings that this organization could give, and we thank you. And with that, I'm getting ready to go to Cornbread Festival down there to the what is it, the seafood festival down at Coolidge Park. And who knows, I may just get in my car and drive to Nashville. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but it's such a beautiful day. Um, I want to say I love my two grandchildren, um, um, Ravina and my other grandbaby and my daughter. I want to just say safe travel. I know they're on the road um, to Atlanta, and they're having a ball down there. Their church, her father-in-law's church, is having a ball tonight, and they got on the road by themselves today. So I just want to ask everybody to put them in your prayer for traveling grace. And I can't wait till they get back because I love my grandbabies. They're so sweet. And I think that's it. I think I ran out of words. Can y'all believe that? I ran out of words. I ran out of words. And y'all know it's Saturday. So, tomorrow is Sunday. So make sure you all go to church, give the Lord some praise, and thank Him for all the blessings that He has given to you. If you can't get in the church, we've got virtual church now. So you can look at church or watch church from your bed or from your living room or kitchen. Um, and you're always invited, as I say, to Greater Emmanuel Apostolic Church, located at 400 Tunnel Boulevard, where the pastor Paul Warfield Jr. is our pastor. And yes, we are having the youth convention right now as we speak. It kicked off last night. It was awesome. And they're doing it again today, and they'll be doing it again tomorrow in the morning. So go by, see what the kids are doing. We've got a lot of people from all over the country. They're training our young people on what they should do and how they should do to become great leaders in the church. So go by, and until next weekend, you all have a great, great day.